Hey yo, what up? It's your boy. And ladies and gentlemen, today is truly a sad, sad day for the manga community. We have lost a true titan of the manga world. May I say, the dark horse, the dark knight of the manga world. The Kiss This manga has ended after a 16-year-long serialization, which is insane to think. I am recording this on the 22nd of September, so as of yesterday, the final chapter, the 154th chapter of Kiss This, has come out, ending the series completely. And I tweeted about this yesterday. As you guys probably saw on my Twitter, I found out about this actually not too long ago. I actually didn't realize that I had actually tweeted this literally on the day the last chapter came out. So that was good to know, I guess. That was a good timing on my part. As you can see right here, Chidamabo, the creator, back in 21st of July, said, "Ato 2話で終わります," which means it'll be ending in 2 more chapters. So I was completely unaware of it. I just happened to find it literally a couple of days ago and decided to just randomly tweet it out. And again, just so happened to work out. But yeah, as you can see, Kiss This manga originally came out as a one-shot in 2004 and later started serialization on December the 11th, 2005. The franchise also received 2 anime adaptations. The first one was an OVA series, which aired from 2008 to 2015, but it also received a TV anime in 2021. Studio Feel animated both. You know what's really weird? I didn't actually know about this TV anime that came out this year, apparently. I don't know when the fuck that came out. I definitely watched the OVA, though, in 2008. That is a legendary OVA that, people are very quick to throw into the pile of ecchi trash. But, if I may be blunt, I almost unironically loved Kiss This. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I unironically love Kiss This. I think it is a really just like cute and just like really fun and dumb series. Like, I think the problem that a lot of people had with Kiss This is that they took it seriously. That is just like going into it completely wrong. That's like going into a Monty Python skit in a serious manner, right? And taking everything by front. Obviously, Chidamabo took the idea of Kiss This, yes, cranked up that whole, doing weird stuff with your non-blood related sister thing to an 11. But for those of you who actually read the Kiss This manga, you guys would know that a lot of it was actually kind of self-deprecating. A lot of it was just kind of making fun of itself in a fun and dumb and obviously lewd and ecchi way. I was about to say wholesome. There's nothing about this that was wholesome, that's for fucking sure. But as you guys can see, Chidamabo just yesterday tweeted out the cover of the final chapter. What I absolutely love about this final chapter reveal, I should say, is the fact that the final chapter is called Last Kiss? 最後のkiss, as in like who gets the last kiss. It's kind of left in a mystery. Even though if you guys watched or read Kiss This, you guys would know that Keita, the main character, has kissed more than most men of his age group will ever kiss in their entire lifetime. But I also love this little tagline over here that's a little bit cut off for you guys. But it says, 姉とキスして17年、いつだって二人は最高だね. Which basically translates to 17 years of nothing but kissing his sisters, which is just hilariously self-deprecating and almost self-aggrandizing in a sense that it honestly just like warrants a small clap just for how fucking self-aware of how dumb this manga series is and how not seriously you should take this series when reading or watching it. I mean, Chidamabo also replies to their own tweet here saying 長すぎだろ, which means this went on for way too goddamn long. And it honestly is true. I mean, the fact that the Kiss This manga managed to survive for 16 years, 154 chapters, and I believe they were saying, yeah, the 25th volume will come out on November the 18th, 2021. By the way, I am grabbing that shit because if you guys don't know, I own all the volumes of Kiss This, and I unironically really enjoy reading it just because, again, it's just so dumb and so self-deprecating to the point where it's just funny again. But regardless of how you personally feel about the whole Kiss This franchise, regardless of if you read the manga, watched the OVA, or both, you have to give Chidamabo some credit, because the fact that they were able to continue on a manga series like this. Continue on a manga series of basically the entire synopsis being Keita, the main character, and Riko and Ako, the two non-blood related sisters, just get on to some weird incestuous, non-blood related ecchi shit for 154 chapters without getting cancelled or just ending or running out of material to write about is honestly surprising and honestly worth commending. I mean, if you gave me this concept, this plot concept, and said, can you write 154 independent stories about this concept? I would just straight up say no. I probably couldn't do it. And if I could do it, it would probably start to run really thin, start to run almost, repetitive in terms of the themes. When, look, I personally haven't completely caught up with Kiss Sis, which is the weirdest sentence I've ever said in my career. I currently own up to volume 21, I believe. So I'm about 3 or 4 volumes behind. As me being caught up to at least the first 20 volumes, I can tell you that you're not going to get the most compelling storytelling out of the 21 volumes of Kiss Sis. But what I can tell you is that at least 21 volumes in, there hasn't really been any, repetitive or redundant themes about Kiss Sis, in my opinion. Yes, there is only so much you can do with a plot like this. But what is quite impressive is the fact that Chidamabo is able to actually throw in all sorts of different elements from this very simple plot and not make it too watered and runny. Either this guy is just a genius in hiding, the real dark knight of the manga world, the ecchi manga world, or we weren't really expecting the deepest stories and scenes from a manga like this. Either way, I think it's really telling of the fact that a manga like this can manage to survive for 25 volumes when, if you think about it on the grander scale of the manga world, surviving for 25 volumes is pretty goddamn hard and quite commendable. I can't really even think of a ecchi series or an ecchi manga series as ecchi as Kiss Sis that has survived for 25 volumes. I think the only one I can think of is maybe Futari Ecchi, but that's because Futari Ecchi was technically one of the first manga series, or one of the most infamous and notable ecchi manga series to come out back in the day. So it kind of makes sense as to why Futari Ecchi would be considered a modern classic in terms of ecchi manga. But when you think of classics in ecchi manga, most people don't point to Kiss Sis. I mean, I certainly wouldn't. Even though I rather enjoyed reading Kiss Sis, I wouldn't label Kiss Sis as a modern classic of ecchi manga. It's really surprising to think that, again, this thing managed to last 25 volumes and probably ended on Chidamabo's own accord rather than being axed by the publisher. I mean, just from the fact that, he was given time to really round off and complete the story. Again, I don't know how good this ending is. I don't know how good these last couple of chapters are going to be because, again, I haven't caught up to it. But it seems that from the tone of Chidamabo's tweet and the fact that a lot of articles I've seen haven't really mentioned the publisher being involved in any kind of axing or cancellation or just, rushing the author to end it, probably means that the author decided to end the story on his own accord. And, honestly, hey man, good on you, I guess. The fact that you were able to just end it on your own accord, which is something that I think a lot of authors are not able to choose. Look at, people like Kubo Taito, for example, that were rushed by Shonen Jump to end Bleach because of how crap the numbers were doing for so long. It's also really funny of the fact of just how under the radar the Kiss Sis manga went for so goddamn long. I mean, when I tweeted out about the Kiss Sis manga ending, a lot of you guys actually were commenting on the fact that you guys didn't even know or weren't even aware that Kiss Sis was still going. And I think that says a lot. The fact that a manga of this length managed to stay under the radar for so long, basically until the announcement of it ending, I think is really telling of just how interesting of a series this is in the manga world. This is a very rare case of a manga of this genre going on for this long and yet staying under the radar this long as well. I also want to like check out this like 2021 anime. That's another one that kind of went under the radar, or I just completely missed it because I didn't even know they remade it into a TV series again, like because nobody was talking about it. I feel Kisses is one of those like mid 2000s anime that people knew about back then and has become really infamous for back then, but since then not many people have even talked about it, so it's really interesting. So if you guys have seen the 2021 anime as well, I guess let me know your thoughts on it, if it's worth going to watch or not. Thank you for your service for 16 years. Jesus Christ, to think that I was 10 years old when this manga came out. It's pretty insane. So good on you, Chidama Bo. Good job for maintaining an ecchi manga with a simple concept for 16 years like this. It's very commendable. Over here next to my head is a bunch of other videos that you can go and check out. Subscribe for more anime and random content here on the Joey channel, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.